Tonight we are going to take on and defeat Eikthyr, the first boss in Valheim. And while we're waiting to get things started, I'm just going to make sure that all my inputs and outputs are working properly. There we go with that. All right. I think we're set. So, we have been working on, well, getting used to using mods in Valheim. And it's been fun. I'm enjoying the process. I think that they're fun mods. They're not entirely necessary, but they add a new layer to the game that's exciting. Now, unfortunately, they don't and will not be available for newer characters. You have to get to the point where you're in the Black Forest to access magic items. So, that's what we need to do tonight. We need to get to the Black Forest, skill up high enough that we can take on and defeat Eikthyr, get that first trophy taken care of, and grow. So, Inger, the Shield Maiden, is on a quest, and that's her goal tonight. She wants to defeat Eikthyr. Ooh, and there's a storm. And it's almost 6 o'clock in the morning, so the sun will be up very shortly. Still gonna be stormy. All right, so you can see here she's already got a couple of magic items here. She's got a magic flint spear. She hasn't really used it a whole lot yet, and a magic wood shield. Reduces fire damage by 3%, not a big deal, and no movement speed penalty, which is very good when you're using a combo of a one-handed weapon and a shield. Typically, you'll have a grand total of 10% movement penalty. So we get minus 5% there for the axe. Should be a grand total of minus 5% because there's no penalty with the shield, but it might be just a glitch in the display there. Oh yeah, look at this. All right. So we have been establishing this new base, and trying to find a good spot is challenging. And I see a deer, so we're going to go ahead and work on that. We do need to have trophies for that. I think I already have the trophies that I'm going to need. Hello, welcome to the stream. Ooh, got the kill. All right. So Cisco, welcome back, my man. So good to have you return. Just get myself in position here. And yet we got a trophy, so that is good. We need a grand total of 2. I can't remember how many we have, but you can never have too many. And I do want to continue working on my bow skill. Not necessary when you're fighting the boar, because they will aggro you no matter what. But having a strong bow skill is definitely a plus. All right, let's go back and take a look. Let's see how many trophies we've got. Because I don't think we're ready to take on Eikthyr yet, but who knows? Maybe we can. I gotta remember where the darn front door is. Kind of blends in, doesn't it? Ooh, advice for life after high school, huh? Whew. Yeah, that's a tough one. Well, it depends on where you are mentally. If you are absolutely fried, burned out, there's nothing that you are even interested in, I'll give you the advice that not very many teachers will give you, and that is to take some time, recover, Now, your parents would probably have a cow, but yes, hey Marua. Yeah, Inger the Shield Maiden. Definitely, she is deserving of the title. We're gonna turn her into a badass. I mean, she's already a badass, but you know. Nice. Yeah. So Chris, yeah, that's it's yeah. Not even aging. Not at all. All right, so I still need at least one more deer head trophy before we can summon the boss. I don't think we're ready for that yet, but it's very nearby if we need to go and take the boss out. Oh, can you imagine? Yeah. Now, there are parts of the game I think she would really enjoy. Um, but unfortunately, there's a lot here that she would, I don't know, it's just not up her alley, killing monsters and stuff. But if I can, get her in a safe spot where she can just do nothing but build and craft stuff, I think she would have a good time with it. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I can figure that out. And if anyone's confused, Inger is my wife's name, and she is definitely a shield maiden. Ooh, bird. So, birds are important because they have feathers that you use to make better bows. They don't fly off when you miss, which is so cool because I miss a lot. Early on, your bow skill is lacking, and so, yeah. Oh, hello. There's some tough ones here. The 1-star gray dwarf is going to be a tough fight. So I'm going to create some space. This is called Valheim. And it's a Viking-inspired survival game. And surviving is key. We're going to see if I can do it. Almost got the 1-star down. I got to create some space here so because these guys will. There's just too many of them. Ah. All right, 1-star is down. I think we can take these dudes. Although I did not eat beforehand. Okay. Woo! So yeah, it's called Valheim, and actually this is a game I was talking to Tim about. I think he would be really into this because it's soloable. You can play it all by yourself, or you can play co-op, and that's what I've been doing quite a bit of. Is I group up with some friends that I teach with, and we'll go kill boss mobs, things like that. But nights like tonight, when they're not playing, I solo, and it's very doable. In fact, it's an enjoyable solo adventure too. So the downside is, and that this was what Tim was mentioning, is it is PC only. They don't make it for console, and that kind of limits him, I think. All right, so finding buildings like this. Looks like I've already been here, but a lot of times they'll have a chest in here, and those chests have magic items once in a while. But I've already checked in here, so I'm just going to keep on moving. We're looking for deer. Oh dear. And the key is to find them before they see you. So that deer right there has 1-star, which means he's a little bit tougher, or she, no, it's a he. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to bring him down. But nothing that Inger the Shield Maiden cannot handle. 1 shot, 1 kill. There we go. And the other 2 are going to freak out for a while, and then they'll come back and chillax, and then I'll take them out one at a time. See, they're already calming down. They're going to mosey on back to their spots. So many eye rolls. Woo. I'm getting lucky with the shots because technically those went way low. Every once in a while I'll just do a shot from the hip hoping I'll get lucky and get a kill. Oh good, we got another trophy. That gives us 2 total trophies. That means we can actually go summon the boss. But I just don't think we're ready yet. I'm going to spend more time in the Black Forest here, because that's where you go to get magic items. I just need to get there. Oh, hello, skeleton. Oh, oh my gosh. Oh, and you know what's funny, Rue? I've got the graphics kind of minimalized. Yeah, luckily dying in this game is really not a big deal. It's kind of a, oh well, it's going to take me an extra 5 minutes, if that. Resets, I go right back to my starting spot. It tells me where my corpse is, so I don't have to search. I go right there and I loot my stuff, and boom, right back in the game. And so there's my skull and crossbones down there. You'll notice on the map there's a maypole nearby, which is kind of important because you know, Ingrid and I were married on May Day, and we wanted to have a maypole at our wedding, but I can't remember what the problem was with that. It didn't happen. But it's just kind of a cool symbol. But once I've resurrected here, got my stuff back, we'll take a trip over there and I'll show you the maypole. Hey, the storm is ending. All right. Hopefully I won't scare that deer off, so I can go back and get the last one. All right. Now, the skeletons are out there and they're paying attention, so I gotta be careful, because they will ruin my day again. So notice the little crosshairs in the middle of the screen. Right now it's okay, good. They're busy. When they go kill other things, oh no. All right, got my items. I'm running away here as I've only got 1 piece of armor. And he's still coming. Oh, hey, and I got a couple lizards too. It's a party now. All right, where's the maypole? I'm going the wrong way. All right, I'm gonna run. All right, looks like they've all given up. Good. All right, so I'm gonna equip my armor. Yeah, that's all I've got is that 1 piece. So yeah, as we get stronger and can take on stronger mobs, we will have better gear, which is good. Oh, just missed. All right. Okay, we make our way to the maypole. And earlier on in the game, there are certain things you want to harvest every chance you get. The boar drop scrap leather, which you use for a lot of crafting recipes. The deer, you get deer hide, and you get the trophy. Any number of things that will help you craft better items. And early on, that's what the game really is about, is making sure that you have the best equipment possible. So for this character, getting to the point where she was able to have a bow, that's a huge step, because now she can do things that she wasn't able to do before. Now she has a ranged attack. So there's a maypole. I put a wall around it because There's only one on this entire world. And this is what I've explored so far. And this is how big the world is. So the fact that I was able to find it this early in the game is really cool. So I protected it. I've even got a little crafting table there, which makes it so other creatures can't spawn there. Um, but yeah, there's a bonus you get in the game by building your house around it. You get a rested bonus, so you get more experience faster, things like that. But so yeah, I've got that protected there, and eventually I will be building up this area. I do need to explore and see. I'm hoping that there's water down here because we need to be close to a body of water more than just the pond up here. Excuse me, or lake. We need to be near the ocean because ocean travel in game is pretty important. Yeah, so when you build the house, you build a hearth, and that hearth allows you to get rested experience, which means every time I use my bow, my skill goes up just a little bit. All right, so right now it's at 16 out of 100. So the faster I can get those skills up, the better. And so by having a fireplace with a maypole nearby, you get an extra minute or so. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it really does add up. But an extra minute of plus 50% experience in those skills. And yeah, every little bit helps. And there's only one way in the game to get to, I believe, a plus 19 rested. And that's if you have all of the other bonuses plus the maypole. So it's pretty, it's so rare that, you gotta have it. On my main account, I've got the maypole as well. And it's cool. I really enjoy having that. And it's got some meaning, having to do with Inger and I and our wedding and all that. But yeah, so now I just got to keep it protected. There was another game that I started, another character, and I found the maypole. I was like, all right, here we go. And again, it was early in the game, but I was immediately attacked, and I had to, defend myself. And in doing so, I swung my axe at the monster and missed, and I hit the maypole and destroyed it. So yeah, dual purpose. So yeah, ooh, that's a plus. That's a 1-star troll. This could be a problem because I did not eat any food. Oof, one more hit and I'm gone. Oh, ho, ho. Okay, time to boogie. Time to boogie. All right, got the loots. Let's run for the hills. Yeah, down to 7 health. But it's good to know that she can take out a 1-star troll, or troll, I wish, a 1-star gray dwarf. Man. All right, he's still there. Eat some foods. This will help me regenerate health and make me just a little bit tougher. Not that tough. Took me down to 2 health. Come on, Inger. Run away. But you can see her stamina bar there at the bottom jumped all the way up to 144, 143. So yeah, she can now run for greater distances and without getting as tired. Yeah. Deer. Yeah, deer are again one of those really important elements to the early game. Every time you see them, unfortunately, you got to kill them. But they are representatives of the first boss of the game. And so a deer by the name of Eikthyr. And it's basically one of the fallen gods. And you have to prove your worth. That's the whole idea of this game, is to prove your worth as a warrior of Valheim. Yes. Those asshole deers for sure. The boars, on the other hand, without a doubt. Oh, it's from Louis C.K. Okay, I was gonna say it sounds familiar, but I have no idea. It's funny regardless, but that's cool. All right, now I've got a pretty good amount of health saved up. I was able to eat my foods and got my stamina up, my health, my margarita. I'm ready to rock. Uh-oh. Oh, these guys are weak. So I was just speaking with one of my former students who's here, and he's worried about finding something to do after high school and starting to feel the pressure. And understandably, because we get to that point in our lives where we have to make that transition, and it's not an easy one for some people. Other people is no big deal. Boom, they graduate. Okay, what's next? And they just go do that next thing. I was not one of those people. I was somebody. Ooh, now this is nice. Sorry, I found a burial chamber. That's very good for this early. I was one of those people that really didn't transition well. Just marking this up on my map so I can come back to it later when I'm stronger, because there are skeletons down here, and once in a while a ghost, and the ghosts are really tough. So we'll come back later. But it is almost nightfall in the Black Forest. It gets a little bit more dangerous. Yeah, I'm looking at you, pal. Whoo, 2 shots. That's right, son. Sit down. I took a little bit of time off, and this was at the suggestion of trying to think who told me to do that. It was a family member. I remember. I just can't remember. Ooh, yeah, that one's tough. A 2-star gray dwarf. You think you? That's the toughest gray dwarf there is. So we're not going to mess with him. Seems like we're doing a lot of running away tonight. Not all night, though. We're going to come back with a vengeance, and we're going to be tough. We will be the shield maidens that we were meant to be. But, after about 6 months, I missed a semester of college. Buddy of mine and I kind of decided together we're going to go give it a shot. And it was rough. Went to a junior college, took a few classes, and it just felt like, high school with ashtrays. And so kind of floundered around for a while, took a year of classes. You're only supposed to take, 2 or so years at a junior college. I was there for over 4. I took every acting class 2 times. I did as many plays as I could, and I grew a lot as a performer, as a student even. It was a bit of a challenge for me early on. And if you know that's going to be you, if you know it's going to be just a continuation of struggle or extra anxiety that you are just not prepared for, you gotta look out for number 1. Do what's going to be best to you, knowing that something has to happen during this time. Whether it be you're exploring, a possible career or job, realizing, hey, these are the kinds of classes I want to take in college. It shouldn't be I'm just going to play video games all day and do nothing. There are times for that, without a doubt. I'm 50 years old and I do that. But in the long run, there's got to be an end result. What are you going to get from it once it's all over? And it doesn't have to be, earth changing, some total phase shift, where you're just a brand new, completely different person with all kinds of drive. And no, you're still going to be you, but hopefully with a plan, a goal. And certainly, parents are going to be supportive of that if they see you actively moving in that direction. What I think drives a lot of parents nuts is, we work hard. We've been working hard our entire lives, and there's no time for just slacking off and kicking back. You've got to work. You've got to find something to do. Yes, they're right, but you still have to look out for number one. Okay, so do what you need to do to get yourself ready to take those steps. If you're not ready yet, okay, do what you need to do to get ready. And if that means, I don't know. I mean, I don't know where you are as um, as a student, as a person, but if maybe easing your way in is the way to go. Start with 1 or 2 classes. Go part-time. Or get a part-time job. It's a job. It's a foot in the door. I heard that the county of Ventura is not hiring, but they're taking on interns. And an internship can be amazing. Absolutely. It can turn into a career. And if you work for the county or the city, and I've got family who do both, there's a future there. And it can be a very rewarding, financially and emotionally rewarding move. And that won't come about if you don't put yourself out there like that. And sometimes an internship, which generally isn't paid, but a lot of times it turns into something. What they're doing with an internship is they're kind of scouting future talent in a way. They want to see, if you get an internship in a field that's interesting to you, and you do well and during that internship, and you make some good connections, that might be all you need to do. That might be your foot in the door that establishes who you're going to be and what you're going to do for, I don't want to say your entire life, but you never know. Rue, yes, the County Public Works Agency has many internship opportunities just for high school graduates. Boom. There you go. I didn't want to name names. I didn't want to put anyone on the spot, but yes. But yeah, that's been in the bulletin at the high school for the last couple of weeks, that they're taking on these internships. And I wholeheartedly endorse the idea. It might be challenging if you are expected to have an income. If, I was in a situation where I had to pay rent while living at home after I graduated from high school. And it was rough because I was sleeping on the couch and paying rent. But that was the deal. And so I couldn't stay up all night playing Super Nintendo. I did anyway, but I shouldn't have because I had a job to do. If that's the case, then maybe an internship, they don't always pay. In fact, I think that's kind of the deal, is you're getting training for free. Why are they going to pay you to get training? Now, that's not always true. A lot of times they will pay you, but it depends on where it is, for sure. Oh yeah, we'll talk about the bennies. It's a critical part of our society, truly essential workers. Check it out. Yeah, for sure. And benefits. Oh, now here's the deal. Getting a job is great. Having gainful employment with a paycheck every week or every 2 weeks, or if you're a state employee every month. But it pales in comparison to the benefits. And the benefits are the kind of unseen things until you need them. For example, as a teacher, I have pretty good benefits. Now, they're not entirely free. I pay for a good chunk of them, but not all of it. And without those benefits, I would not have been able to get the care that I got when I was battling cancer, both times. And ultimately, I ended up paying so little for my care that it was an afterthought. Oh yeah, we have to pay this $15 copay because I work for the school district. We have, or relatively good insurance. Are you going to get that at McDonald's? No, you just aren't. Are you going to get that at pretty much every job that isn't through a government agency? There are some great businesses who offer great benefits, but they aren't as common as state, city, and county jobs. It's the way to go. A lot of times the benefits are far outweigh, the pay itself. Hey, thank you, Ruth. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, Luna, homework time. Whew. Yeah. Kind of smart. Thank you, Rue. Kind of smart. I appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to next weekend. Not this upcoming one, but the one after. I think it's going to be epic. It's been a long time coming, for sure. Ah, I didn't see the deer in time. He freaked out. But yeah, tell Luna I said hi, and Tim too. Bye-bye. All right. I'm hoping the deer will come back because they're pretty monogamous. They'll stick to one spot. Now, here's another thing you could do, and this kind of worked for me for a bit. It's going to take you a while to figure out what your schooling should look like. You may end up going to school but have no clue what it is you want to do with your life, what it is you want to do with an education. Cool. That's what school's about. That's what college is about. It's not about specifically learning a specific skill for a specific job. It can be, and it will be later on. But your first 2 years, you're exploring. You're going to be taking all of your general ed classes to satisfy graduation requirements. It's a necessary evil. But by the time you're a junior, your third year in college, you've kind of made a discovery about yourself, about a career, about the people you want to work with, about benefits, whatever it happens to be. And it's different for different people, but that's generally the case. And even then, you'll still change your major multiple times throughout your college tenure. Everyone does. But once you're in school, you'll figure it out. So just showing your family that, hey, I'm in school, that needs to be enough. And you need to allow yourself that opportunity. It's not about finding your dream job right away. It might happen, but probably isn't. It's probably going to be I thought I was going to like this, but I really don't. I'll give you an example of this. When I figured out that I was going to be a teacher, well, I know I wanted to teach drama, but that's generally not a career choice all by itself, especially for a small district like where I teach. And so I had to get in as another kind of teacher. Well, at the time, math teachers were in great demand, and I'm kind of good at math. So I thought, well, I'll just go to school, learn to be a math teacher. Ooh, yeah, these guys will kill me for sure. Hold on. Yeah, the bow dude all by himself would take me out. Sounds like they were fighting something. Maybe that gray dwarf was going to take care of them. But, oh, no, they're still alive. Okay. We'll keep running. So I took as many math classes as I could at the junior college level and was doing okay. But I got to a point where things didn't make sense anymore. I took a trigonometry class, which isn't, it's still kind of an upper high school level math. I got a B, but I think it was just because the teacher liked me. I had no clue what I was doing. Ah. Shoot. All right. And so it was at that point where I thought, well, I guess I'm not going to be a math teacher, not at the high school level. If I want to teach grade school, I might be okay, but I didn't want to teach grade school. I want to teach high school. So I had to change my major. And it took a little bit of soul searching. It wasn't too hard, to be honest, because, as a drama guy, one of the things I'm really good at is, taking a look at the written word, interpreting, and finding a way to make it make sense, both to me and to others. That's what I do as an actor. I make text make sense to others. And so I switched my major, and then I transferred to CSU here in Southern California, and was a wonderful decision. I ended up in a great department at a great school, made some amazing friends, and learned that, I've got a passion for it. And it worked out. Even though I'm still a drama teacher first and foremost at heart, you had me as an English teacher. That's how you recognize me. And that's cool. Other people see me as the drama teacher, and that's cool. So either way, I'm still a teacher that people, hopefully remember or think of fondly without wanting to go on a rampage. So, long-winded response, and I apologize. But, shoot. It's not where I wanted to be. I didn't see the third one. The fact that he was a 1 star. So the reason I'm actually going to be fighting these guys is they drop magic items, especially the 1 stars. And right now, I really only got the 1 magic item. So the more I can get, especially if I can get a magic bow, that would be super cool. Because as you can tell, I like using the bow. Ooh, skeletons. Forgot about them. They're over here, huh? Shoot. Maybe the skeleton will take him out. Alright. No magic items dropped, though. That's too bad. We'll run away before they turn their attentions to me. Oh, too late. Skeleton attack! So, Crisco, I don't know if you're still here. I hope you are. I hope you had a chance to hear all that. But if not, check it out on YouTube, because it'll be posted on YouTube later this evening. All right, am I safe? Looks like it. All right. I keep going back to that same spot, and I need to find a new spot to get into the Black Forest. How am I doing on? Ooh, I'm almost out of inventory. Let's head back. Clean out our inventory. And we're going to take a look and see if maybe we can craft some gear that will be an improvement for us. All right, so I've got ZVB. So I'm using mods on this. Um, and I'm still getting used to them. But like you see in the bottom left-hand corner there, they've got the ZVB. Those are hotkeys for food. And so I just finished off two different forms of food. I'm going to see if I can add, here we go, some berries. But when we get back to our hovel, we will definitely get set. So this over here is the sacrifice table. And when I feel I'm ready to take on Eikthyr, I will sacrifice 2 trophies there, and it will summon the beast, and there will be an epic battle. I hope. But it'll be an epic failure if I am not prepared. So having good food and good equipment. I think my skills are getting there. We shall see. So I put up a temporary wall here to build my archery. If you look in the upper left-hand corner, it says level 16 bows. 86, 88, 90. So this is how I can build my skills at night. So while it's too dark outside to do anything, I'll come in here and work on my skills. So I'm up to level 17, just like that. Okay, let's check this out, see what we can craft. All right. Leather would be a big improvement over the rags that I'm wearing currently. I need 6 there, 6 there, so there's 12. I need 18. I think I can do that. I can make 3 pieces of leather armor, so that'll be good. All right, let's start with the tunic. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna run out of space. Let me store some items here, and then we will rock. Just got too much good stuff. So the modding community, the folks who put together modifications for different games, they've really stepped up. Ooh, look at all these. Oh, I've got so much deer hide. Why is it only showing that? Okay. It should be pulling from the boxes. I don't know why it's not. But yeah, the mods that are out now, I mean, the game isn't even fully official. It's still in early access. But yeah, they've done a great job. Absolutely love what they've been able to do. The game itself is already really, really good, so it wasn't like it needed an overhaul. It's just a nice little addition that they've been able to add. Okay. I think I have enough here. Let's see if it will let me do it now. Oh, good. All right. So that 45 there is saying that's how many I have in the chests. And this mod that I'm using makes it so you don't have to have the items to create something in your inventory to make it. It'll actually pull it from your storage chests nearby. So this is going to make things so much easier because, as you can tell, you don't have a whole lot of inventory space. And they've added these magic items, whereas before you wouldn't have like a shield drop from a mob. It just didn't happen. But once they created these magic items, now these items could be dropping from creatures. And it adds a whole new element to the game, which is good, but it adds so much more inventory space to be used by these extra items. So it's created some challenges. So this other mod that I'm using here, you'll see that this is in my inventory now. Well, I'm going to equip it, and oh yeah, it took the place of the rags that I was wearing before. Then when I make some pants, it's going to take up another slot until I equip it. It takes it out. This is a mod here as well. This didn't exist. So, you know, freeing up some space here for your worn items is a huge plus. All right, so I've got the tunic, the pants, I need the helmet. And I think I can do some upgrades on each of those as well. Okay. Shoulders. I didn't know we had any shoulder items. Huh. Trying to think. Did I know that there were? So I know that there's the utility will be the belt that you can buy later on. There's a couple rings that the vendor also sells. I don't remember shoulder items. Okay, so we're going to come over here to the upgrade link here and see what kind of upgrades we can do. Ooh, we can upgrade the club, which is good because I like using the club. This does 25 damage. This only does 12. But this will be incredibly handy inside the tombs. Let me make sure I can't make a mace first. No. Okay. So I'm going to upgrade the club as much as I can, but I've only got 5 bones, so. Alright. So now we're up to 18 damage, which is good. It'll be better than this axe when it comes time to fight the skeletons. Okay. So that's all I can do for the upgrades. I was hoping I could upgrade. I need bones. Okay, so we got to get into those tombs, or those crypts rather, so that we can, let's see, 7. So we can get some skeleton bones and upgrade our skills. Sorry about it being so dark. I know it's even darker for you online, so. Another really cool mod is they've made it so you don't have to refill these things. Normally you would have to put resin in them, but they never run out. So like these have been burning forever and they're still 4 out of 4 fuel. Super nice. Okay. I think I've crafted, let me see, how many arrows do I have? 39. I like to always be close to 100. So we're going to take this up to 99. What am I doing? I don't need stone axes. Ah, that's such a waste of inventory space. I need wood arrows. Now, eventually I'm going to be making some fire arrows, but I'm going to save those for a bit later because we're going to use those when we fight trolls. You need fire arrows for them for sure. But really, yeah, wood arrows for now. I will probably do fire arrows when we take on the boss as well, Eikthyr. All right, let me, I gotta figure out what to do with those axes now. There isn't really a disposal system in game. You can toss stuff on the ground and it works okay for a while, but the items will stay there. Sometimes for a long time, you're like, and every time you walk by, you're just reminded of the fact that you made these axes and you didn't need them, you dummy. All right, I'm going to make some foods here to get ready for our foray, and then I'm going to sleep because it is after 10 p.m. game time, and then we'll do our serious adventuring during the day. You have to be careful with the timing here. When I first played this, I thought you just put the food on and you left it. Well, I didn't realize when it makes that sound, oh, it's ready. And if you don't pull it off in time, it's going to turn to charcoal. And early on, you don't need charcoal. You do later on. But so at that point, I realized I had wasted 2 pieces of meat. And, you know, kind of a big deal. But I learned. And eventually when I was able to build a smelter to turn ore into metal bars, I realized I needed coal. And I didn't, coal. I didn't have any coal. And I remembered, I can make coal by burning my food. And I just happened to have a plethora of food to throw on there and just let it burn. And Took a while. It's not a very efficient way of creating coal. Um, it worked in a pinch. I needed a couple pieces of copper or something. Okay, we're up to 6 food there. That's good. And I do want to make that is a neck. They drop tails. You know, why would a neck drop a neck? No, it drops a tail. I didn't design the game, so you can't blame me for how weird that is. But the fact that we have creatures called necks and that they only drop tails, it's beyond me. I'm sorry, getting a text from my son. Obviously something happened. We're both fans of the San Francisco Giants, and looks like our pitcher, Descalafani, did something magical. I think he got a hit with an RBI. Maybe a home run? I don't know. Okay, I've got a lot of deer trophies. Hold on, I got 8 there. 9. Oh, I've got tons of trophies. So these are what I will be taking over to the table to sacrifice. I only need 2 to summon the boss. So I'm just about ready. I just want to make sure I didn't have any other food I could cook, because I can only eat 1 of these at a time. And they limit you to 3 total. So I'm going to go through my chest just to make sure I don't have anything else that I can cook up. All right. Looks like that is it. Did I have something for feathers? There's some feathers. Good. So feathers are vital for making the arrows that you're going to need for the rest of the game. So making sure you've got tons of those. So every time you see a bird on the ground and you know it's not going to fly away anytime soon, take a shot. Kill it. I'm not generally bloodthirsty, but kill it. You need those feathers for sure. Okay, 3 o'clock in the morning. We're going to get a couple hours sleep there and get ready for the next day. I don't know, should we try the boss? We just got some good leather. I don't know, we haven't upgraded it. I don't know if we're ready. I'll definitely have to get make some fire arrows to make that happen. It's foggy. Ugh. Let's head down here in the southeast, explore some of this unexplored area, and I'm pretty sure that will take us into the Black Forest. And that's a good thing. That's where we need to go. Oh yeah, I need some stuff that these guys drop. There we go. But we need magic items. Now, the magic items in game are not totally game-changing. They're game-changing for sure. There are some elements that are overpowered. And I hate to say that because I really enjoy having those items, but there are a couple of items that I'm like, yeah, it's a bit much. One of them gives you water walking. Literally. Yeah, I got a pair of pants on another character that allows him to walk on water. I call them his Jesus pants. I know, I'm going to go to hell. But he puts on his Jesus pants and he can fight something while standing on the water, and they're floundering in the water. Gives me quite an advantage. All right, I'm going to switch over to the club here. The cool thing with the club is it's fast and it doesn't take very much stamina. That's a good thing. Stamina management is actually a pretty important part of the game. You know, when I go to sprint, it takes stamina. You can see it goes down pretty quickly there. But it comes back. All I have to do is, run normal. But if I jump, boom, more stamina. If I go stealth and just walk, more stamina. But It allows me. Oh, he saw me? See, look at my stealth skill. It's only level 11. So, I'm not a very good stealth artist. Alright, so there are items that you're going to see spawn in game that you want to pick every time, especially early on. Mushrooms, berries, and the thistle, that glowing stick thing that you saw. It's really, really important stuff, especially later in the game. So stockpiling it early, very, very good idea. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of opening up the map. So not everything is in the fog of war. All right. Ooh. All right. That third one just joined, and I believe he's tougher than the others. Yep, he's a 1-star. So the good thing is, certain weapons, certain weapons will stun whatever it is that you hit. Not always, but it can be a lifesaver if you're getting railed on by something and you get off a good hit that stuns them, gives you a chance to back up, run away, eat, run away, whatever it is that you're going to need to do. Right now, I'm in trouble because I'm going from one fight into another fight, and I'm not prepared for either. Oh, look, we found the ocean. Excellent. That's good. Good, good, good. Ocean exploration is an important part of the game. Whew, it's a party. Okay. Let me eat a little bit more here. Ah, I'm aggroing the entire world. Ooh, there's a beehive right there. See that inside the structure? That's a good thing. Look at this. It's a party. Everyone's invited. I'll explain about the beehive in a moment. I just need to escape. Luckily, their attacks are sometimes delayed, so it gives you a chance to get in one good whack before... Oh, that's a troll cave. I have to be careful. There's probably a troll nearby. So I'm going to swing back around the way I came. Because trolls will come to wherever there's fight. If they hear someone in combat, they'll book it over to join in and... Oof. Oof. Almost time for my last stand. Can you swim? Oof. See, a lot of the advantage will come when you create some distance. And it allows you to recover or escape. Doggone it. That lizard there was a tougher one, but luckily he didn't aggro. Not sure how I got so lucky. Oh, clean misses all around. Woohoo! Getting skills up. Skill ups? Skills up. All of these shots are just clean misses. There was a good one right there. It seems like the longer I run, the more creatures I'm going to aggro, like that pig. Didn't want to aggro the pig. He's the fastest of the lot. luckily, not every shot, but a lot of the arrow shots will stagger them, knock them back. That just buys you a little time, and it separates them so that you're not fighting them all at the same time. And if you time it right, you can get through them without getting hit, knowing that they take a swing, it slows them down. That's when you back up or take a swing yourself. But yeah, really, I should have no business being successful against the number of mobs that attacked me right here. And so far, knock on wood. Ooh, birdie. Aw. That was worth a shot. Whoo, point blank. That's right, sucker. Ah. He threw a rock at me. Seriously? All right. Mano y mano. Come on, bring it, son. There we go. All right, that's what I was hoping for. That right there, my friends, is a magic item. I don't know what it is yet because it's just sitting there. I gotta make sure I've got room. I do have room in my inventory. So cross your fingers. It's something I need. If it's another shield, well, hopefully it's better than the one that I've got. The one I've got's okay. It's not. It's got 2 abilities, but neither of them is overwhelming. But I'm hoping it's a bow or maybe a club, something. We'll see. Cross your fingers. Looks like armor to me. Please don't be rags. It is, ooh, a magic leather tunic. Pierce damage reduction of plus 3%. Now, it's unfortunate that I just used leather to make this tunic when I could have just held out for this, but it's all right. So pierce damage reduction, that will be handy at some point. I'm trying to think who uses pierce. I don't know if that is effective against arrows. I mean, arrows pierce, right? So, but it's a minor adjustment. It's not a game changer. You know, is 3% going to save my life? Well, maybe. I mean, if it's the difference between 1 and 2 hit points left, yeah, that could really save the day. But probably not. Probably not a whole lot of benefit. But it's still better. And anything better, I'm going to take. All right. Let's see if we can get some more gray dwarves. All right, so taking them solo, always safer. So there was a little barrel here that I just crushed, and it had some goodies in it. Let's see what it had. Leather scraps and deer hide. Nice. It's all stuff I need. Ooh, berries. I like berries. These right here are carrot seeds. You'll be using those to grow carrots, obviously. But the carrots are going to be important because you'll be, crafting more food and better food. And carrot soup, I think it is that you make, it's a good step up from, fried necktail. It works, necktail does, but the carrot soup is much better. And then from there you get to turnips, and there's all kinds of really cool food recipes. The higher level you are, the more in-game you are, more time you spend. The berries are edible as they are for minor benefits. Ooh, that guy sucks. I don't like him. I'm going to see if I can get a kill or 2 in, because the shaman, they cast us a poison spell. Or they breathe a poison. I don't know, it's weird. But I don't like them because they've killed me so many times. Oh, skeletons and boar. And oh my god, they're everywhere. I'm going to come in here to clear aggro. And this is one of the places we wanted to go anyway. So I'm going to mark this on my map. BC for burial chamber. And there's special goodies you get from hunting here. I'm going to make a torch. All right. Closed door, I leave it as it is, but we've got 2 open doorways. I like to go from left to right. It's just one of those habits I got into from Dungeons and Dragons. This might not go well. It didn't go well. So yeah, using the torch as a weapon is effective against graylings and things like that. I should have switched to my club, but I took one out so that when I go in to recover my stuff, it won't be as harrowing, I guess. All right, I'm going to grab a bite to eat. One of those. One of those. And one of those. All right. So you notice up there next to the mini map it says no skill drain. That's a good thing. You don't want to die so much that you start to lose your abilities, and that's the thing. It doesn't happen for a good chunk of the game because you're learning it. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to die doing daring things and stupid things, sometimes both, and they don't want you to never play the game because it's too hard or because it's too punishing. But they're not going to hold your hand through it. They're just going to say, okay, do the best you can here. Try again. I can appreciate that. All right. Now, the sketchy part, the reason I ate before I left is because I need to have some health to survive hits as I get close to the entrance, because we know that there are skeletons nearby. And they like to kill me. Ooh, there's a magic item up there. That's good. Sometimes when the mobs kill each other, there will be a magic item drop. Now, you can loot them regardless. All right. Come in, sneak in here. Get close enough. All right. They saw me. I'm just going to hide here outside for a second. What are you doing? Go! Oh my God. It wouldn't let me go in. All right. Luckily, I survived. Okay. So, going to recover here, get my gear back on, my magic chest piece. All right, let's get the food situated. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. We'll do the mushrooms. All right. Now that I'm prepared, it's going to be dark. Otherwise, I would use the torch still. But after I get this skeleton out of the way, we will pull the torch out again. He's almost dead as it is. One good hit and he's toast. Ooh, but there's 2. But you can see how much more effective the club is. All right, doors are cool in these dungeons because the mobs don't open them. I don't know if they just don't have opposable thumbs or what. They just don't open them. So I leave them be until I have to open them to go on to the next level. All right, so like right now, I'm going to open that chest, and I don't want something attacking me from behind or from the front while my screen is covered with the items that I'm pulling from the chest. There is that open doorway back there. That's why I keep checking, but so far so good. Ooh, bronze. That is a huge step in the right direction. All right, some really good stuff there. All right. Okay, it's a chest piece, so the magic item that I got is going to be replaced by this, but this one's a rare, which is a step up. So the armor jumps up by 21% when you get low on health. I'm pretty sure that's what that health critical means. And fire damage reduction. I'm trying to think of creatures that do fire damage. Can't really think of anything off the top of my head. Okay. Now, normally I would go through that door, but there is an open doorway back at the entrance. I do want to make sure there's nothing shiny on the floor over here. Yep, there is. See that right there? There's a ruby. Sometimes when you come in this little area here in the middle, there'll be gems or something like that. And it's always a good find. All right, another doorway that we can come back to, but I want to take care of this open doorway here. Because, oof, this got really dark. Oh, nice. Okay. That is huge. That's a Surtling core. That will be an important recipe item for a number of things. And we'll talk about those more in depth. But that was the extent of that whole wing. All right, so a third of the ways we can go, left, right, or center, that's done. So we'll come back over here to the left where we know we've got at least one door. We'll poke our heads in. Doesn't look like anyone's here. All right, empty room, except for the chest. More feathers, and this is a great place to get feathers and gems. The gems are also really important, especially with the mods. The mods have added a way for you to use all of the money and the gems that you make in these dungeons. Because up until now, there really wasn't a use. They were just, you know, it was a minor use, but it really was not something that, whoa, hey, sorry, that scared the hell out of me. I guess I shouldn't have been scared. I'm playing a game where I'm fighting monsters, but still, caught me by surprise. Anyway, they've added more uses for the gems. I forgot we can harvest these mushrooms. These are actual recipe ingredients as well. So there's a lot to get out of these dungeons, and it's really important that you come into them with an inventory that's ready to be filled. You gotta have some room. All right, I see something on the other side there. Oh, a 1-star skeleton. I'm gonna run away real fast. And yeah, I couldn't see. So, one of the downsides of the mod that I'm using, it automatically equips your shield in your offhand. You could, without the mod, put the torch in your offhand. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. The mod is great, except I have to go without my torch. Later in the game, you can get like a headlamp thing that will help you see at night and in the dark like that. But yeah, this early in the game, it's just not an option. So back to the burial chamber we go. But again, not a huge deal. It's dark, so the creatures in the Black Forest are a little tougher and a little more numerous. So we're going to get there as quickly as we can without drawing too much attention. I know. Good luck with that. Let's see. I left a mark there for the entrance, that dot there on the upper right-hand corner. The other skull and crossbones there tells me where the body is. Now, if I was going strictly by with that, I would be going to the wrong space to get into the dungeon. I'd be like, hey, I'm here, where's my body? Where's the entrance? When the entrance is right here. Oh yeah, we gotta get that magic item, whatever that is. Okay. I'm gonna go all stealthy. I apologize for the pitch black. It's actually kind of dark for me to see as well. But we're gonna get, nope, there he is. Whoo. So yeah, 1-star skeletons are basically twice as tough as 0-star skeletons. So I'm going to get as close as I can. And he's regenerating his health as he goes. Is he? I couldn't tell if he was guarding my body or not. Couldn't get everything. Hold on, let me equip here. Don't understand what happened here. All right, we'll drop that. Okay. Now we don't want the tunic, we want the pants. Where'd my helm go? Oh, that's where it went. All right, put the food back over here. Let's go ahead and eat. Because we're gonna go kick some butt here. Pick up the wood. Now, stealth is such a powerful ability. You get a bonus to your attack rolls when you attack something while stealthed. So bear with me as I climb this little hill stealthed. Oh, they're going to see me regardless. All right. Am I punching? What the hell's going on? I'm sorry, I gotta get to a lighted space. All right. Whew. Okay. Hey, I've got pretty good health now at 109. I'm happy with that. All right, let's go back up there. I'm sorry, I gotta equip my torch. I can't see crap. There we go. All right, another door. Okay, here we go. Sheesh. Man, didn't even say hi, just attacked me. What a jerk. Okay. I believe this area is clear. Only one Surtling core, though. Normally there's upwards of 6, 8, or 10, but not this time. Okay, so there's 2 wings down. We got 1 wing left to go. This might be the one full of goodies. Oh, there's another core. Nice. another goodie right there, some amber. Okay, remember to come back for that door. Oof, ghost. Those guys are tough. Luckily, got pretty good health. Should be okay. And I think it dropped something. No, doesn't look like it. All right. Inventory is starting to fill up though, so let's see what he has to offer. Ooh, look at this. All right. Our torch has died. Let's make another torch. Cool. All right, so the ghost was protecting some stash. Look at that. 3 more cores, some skeleton bones, some amber. Just good stuff all around. So, definitely a tough fight, but we were up to the task. Trying to get the mushroom there. Don't always get all of the mushrooms, but I usually grab as many as I can without overburdening myself. Okay, there is still a door here. With nothing. All right. But, all told, it was a pretty juicy dungeon. I think that was everything. Yep, all right. Let's go home. Now, when I get out there, there's going to be those skeletons again, and there's that magic item. So I think we still have a pretty good food buff going. I think we can fight him. We just have to focus on the one with the bow so that he doesn't take us by surprise, unless he's already dead. All right, what did we get? Another, oh, a rag tunic. That's even worse than the leather one. But it's glowing. Let's see what the glow looks like. Ah, not bad. Kind of cool. Makes it a little bit easier for us to see. So maybe we'll do some alternating between the different armor types as we adventure. Okay, let's head back, unload some goodies, and see if we're ready. I think we had some good item drops there. Just want to make sure that there isn't a chest back here. Nope. All right. Oh, but there's a skeleton. Hello there. Ooh, one with a bow even. We're just going to run away. Cool. Well, now that it's light enough, we can put our good armor on. Because that bumps up our armor quite a bit. And that's going to be pretty important because we're going to get hit as we're fighting Eikthyr, the first boss. We want to minimize the damage as much as possible. And better armor, resistance to electrical is important if you can get it at this level, but it's a very rare drop as it is. Another thing I want to do is I want to put a torch over a door so I know where my front door is, because it's I'm having a hard time seeing it when it's dark. Okay. Let's take inventory here. How are we doing? We'll have some margarita while we're at it. Good stuff. Now, one of the things that we were able to get were some flint head arrows. An improvement, 27 pierce damage, which is good, compared to the 22. That's the base. That's kind of the baseline. I could craft some fire arrows. We're going to need those for the Eikthyr fight. They don't do very much damage. It's the fire damage after the hit that really starts to rack up the points. And so that 22 is over time. It's a damage over time. They call it a dot. So damage over time, that fire will, click away a certain amount of health. The problem is, the tendency is to fire arrow after arrow. The damage over time doesn't stack. So when you hit with the next arrow, it overwrites the dot that was up before that. So you can keep dots up the whole fight, but you're missing out on a lot of that damage because of that. So there's an argument to be said for actually using flint head arrows instead. And we could craft quite a few of those. We've got, I need to get more wood. I think I've got some in storage there. But we have enough for 6 stacks. No, 8 stacks rather. So that'd be 160 flint head arrows. That'd be enough easily to take down Eikthyr. But I'm addicted to fire arrows. All right. Oh yeah, let's take a look. What can we craft with our new goodies? Yeah, nothing interesting. The really cool stuff happens when we can craft a forge. And so we have to defeat Eikthyr first so that we can mine up some minerals and then craft a forge. All right, we're not going to upgrade either of those. The spear is cool, but all it does is give you extra ability in using the spear. So it's an okay effect, but it's not like, oh, right? I like things that make you go, oh. Okay, just going to stack the like items. And probably grill up some more neck. And when we find the trader, I'm hoping we'll have a nice little stash of money to spend. Man, I'm going to run out of space again. Yep. All right, and then put that one there. I thought I had a place for that. I guess not. All right, we're going to come over to this side and make a new storage box. Because that's what you do. And throw some stuff in there. What I was doing is I kept this and I was attacking the wall that I built there just to help build up my spear skill. And I do that when I'm not streaming, just when it's dark in game, and it definitely helps build up the skill. I thought I put the mushrooms in here, but I guess I didn't. Wow. Don't you hate it when you're like, I swear I did that? No, you didn't. You're a maroon. All right, so tunic has been replaced. That. All right, I'm going to start with now let's make some fire arrows. I think we're ready to take on the boss. I don't know how well we'll do. It might be too early, but I want to try. So we're going to stack up here. I think starting off with 100 fire arrows. We're going to take our other arrows with us, just in case, but I don't think it's going to take more than that. And what do we need to do to upgrade our bow? Oh, I need to upgrade the workstation. What can I do? All right, I've already got that. I need to make that. Oh, I can make that. That's good. And I have just enough Sterling cores to make one of these, but you need both. So I've got to hold off for a while. All right, I'm going to go ahead and make the tanning rack. Get that one up. And what that does is it makes my workbench work harder and gives me more opportunities. So when I upgrade, boom, look at all the things I can upgrade now because of that. All right. Leather pants, leather tunic. I'm not going to do the tunic because I'm not wearing that. Crude bow is primo. That's the one for sure. And to go up one more level, we need to get this to level 4. Okay. Leather helmet, mainly because that will be the best helmet for a while. Take that up to armor 4. Oh, was it armor 4 or armor 6? Armor 4. I can take the pants up to level 4. Yeah, I can do the pants and the axe. Knowing that these will be replaced at some point by magic items. So I'm not going crazy, doing everything I can to make them the ultimate max power possible. Yeah, I'll work on the shield too, why not? You know, high enough to survive at this level. Okay. Foods, I need to do some neck. Just so I have a variety of foods. And the other things, I think I'm okay. All right, so that's going to take the place of that. Okay, that's 15 health, 20 stamina, 10 health, 20 stamina. So the mushroom is better. 15 health, 20 stamina. 35 health, 20 stamina. And 40 health, 30 stamina. Okay. Good. So when we get to... Oh, better grab the deer heads so that we can do the sacrifice. Without that, we are out of luck. All we need is 2. So when we get there, we are going to dominate. All right. So I marked the map there with that little T-looking structure. That's our sacrificial table. All right, loading up on food. And we'll make sure that these are the arrows that are equipped. Yeah, so the mystical altar. Let my health tick up a little bit. I think I can get to 108. Was that the high that we saw before? So I think at 80 plus, I can do the summon and I'll still regenerate health. Certain foods help you regenerate health more quickly, and others just give you better stats. At the higher levels, you'll have foods that do both, and that'll be nice. But here, let's see, 71. Next tick is going to be 79. So yeah, 7.5 health every, looks like 5 to 10 seconds. I can't remember. Yeah, we'll do one more. Just got to be on the safe side, you know? All right, it's going to change to nighttime just for the fight. But it's not so dark that you can't see. I'm going to start off stealth because I do more damage that way. Oh, he's up in the tree. How did that happen? Eek! Hit the wrong button. Ah! Normally what I do is I do a better job of clearing the trees out in an area where I'll be fighting this fight. Obviously, I didn't do my due diligence this time, but it's working out. We're doing okay. I know we're taking damage, but we're also healing damage, and Eikthyr is actually in worse shape than we are. So that's a win. Oh. And the Grayling wants to join in the fight because, you know, why not? Be nice if the beast would take some friendly fire. I'm getting rocked by these things, but the little weak Grayling's like, yeah, whatever. I'm just here for fun. Can't hurt me. Stamina management in this fight is pretty important. You want to make sure you can get out of the way of his specials. And knowing that using the bow also takes stamina. So giving yourself time for an aimed shot is good, but also being able to sprint out of the way so you don't get hit by things like that. Oh shoot. Sorry, Grayling. But doing okay. I love the fact that they give you these summoning stones as protection. And it's pretty much every boss fight has this kind of mechanic where you use your environment, the environment that they kind of gift to you, you know, even up to the last boss fight against Yagul. That's what we did. We used the environment. And it wasn't 100%, like these are impervious. Nothing can break these stones in this fight. Yaguth or Yagul, I can't remember his name. But yeah, not true for him. He will actually shoot lasers, literally lasers, through the rocks. It takes a while for them to break down, but when they do, it's a surprise. So yeah, I had a little experience with being let down by things that I thought were going to be the same mechanic as every other time it's used in the game. Ooh. Eek. Run away. Ah. So making sure he's on fire all the time will get you the win. And there we go. Not bad. We did better than I thought we would. We could have taken her on or him on earlier. Okay. So, a couple things happen here. He's going to drop that trophy, which we're going to hang, and it's got some good pluses to it. He drops some antlers, which is also vital. We'll talk about that. But now a magic item. What did we get? Ooh, an antler pickaxe. So one of the magic items... Oh, no. No, he didn't drop the spear. A magic flint spear. Ooh, with extra damage from fire. So, yeah, finding weapons that do things like that is really cool. Nice. Okay. So yeah, we now have a recipe to use the hard antlers to create a makeshift pickaxe. It's the hard antler pickaxe. And you'll be using this for quite a while. It's very, very handy. So we'll be able to craft that once we get back. But we're going to find the place where we were dropped off by the harpy to hang our trophy. And it's an important part of the game because it gives you a buff. Oh, it's all the way up there. Okay. Sweet. I look like a Roman infantryman. My shield, my spear. It's funny, it's my second magical spear, and I'm not someone who typically uses spears. But if I find one good enough, this one's got a pretty cool element to it, the extra fire damage. I'll give it a shot. And if it's a good enough improvement, I might stick with it for a while. But one of the cool things is your upgrades tend to happen pretty fast and furious from this point forward. Killing Eikthyr is a bit of a watershed moment for characters. It gives you a buff. Well, I'll show in just a moment here. That really, it's one that could be used for the rest of the game. There are other buffs you get that are, some of them are very specific. You can only use them while you're sailing or when you're fighting something that has elemental damage, things like that. But this buff gives you stamina or allows you to use your abilities without losing as much stamina. What was that? Accidentally clicked the button. But, oh yeah, how many arrows did we use? 33. Not bad. A 33 arrow fight. Not too long from now, we'll start fighting some trolls using the same arrows. And those fights are hairy. At least at this level. But once you've gotten a taste for it and you get comfortable with it, it's a satisfying fight. Okay, so there's our first home. See, I was smart. I put torches up where the door is. But this is where we started the game. And it has a monument here for each of the beasts that we'll be slaying throughout the game. So number 1, Eikthyr. We're going to hang our trophy there. This is the Elder. He's the boss from the Black Forest. This is Bone Mass. He is the boss for the swamps. This is Modr, M-O-D-R. He's a boss from the mountains. And Yagul, or Yagus, I think it's Yagul. He is the boss for the plains. And currently, he is the ultimate boss. He's the end boss. They will be adding more, so you can see there's some space to add more stones here. There are already a couple biomes that are under construction and will be released soon. So we'll have more bosses after this guy. But currently, he's the tough one. He's the one to beat. I was fortunate to be with a good group and we took him down. All right. Trophy hook. We're going to attach the trophy. It says your ability to run and jump is improved. Jump stamina and run stamina is, the usage is dropped by 60%. So that's good. So I'm going to hit E. And the lower left hand corner there, you see Eikthyr, that ability is ready. So if I'm traveling long distance, I know it's going to take a while, I'll sprint. And I'll, enable Eikthyr. It's on a 20-minute cooldown, but it lasts, I think, for 4 or 5 minutes. Is it that long? 3 minutes? I don't know. That's a good long time. So you can cover a great deal of distance before that ability, runs out. So it's very handy. Okay. We did it. We defeated the first boss. Remember I was talking about that beehive that we saw in that one building? Well, capturing the queen bee allows you to establish your own beehive and collect honey from it, which is something that will be pretty important as the game progresses. But yeah, this is our first home. Welcome. I already cleaned everything out. I'm like, dude, I'm out of here. But yeah. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. And if you happen to listen to a lot of the advice I gave early on about life after high school, take it with a grain of salt, because you've got your own situation. You know what the demands are in your life. And the other thing that you may not be aware of is the fact that you're an adult now. And yes, the expectations are greater, but you also have a lot more autonomy. You have the right to take care of yourself. Make sure that you're doing things that are right for you. Just keep a clear head. The temptation is to shut down. I'm done with school. I'm going to coast. And that becomes a habit if you let that go for too long. We all need it. Without a doubt, we got to shut down. But you've got to know, okay, by this, if I stop trying at life on June 11th, the first day I don't have school, all right, I'm going to do that, fine. But by June 21st, I got to get my act together, right? I'm going to give myself 10 days. And you prepare the people around you. June 21st, I'm hitting the bricks. I'm going to get a job. I'm going to do all these things, and you get yourself ready for that. But you give yourself that time. You give yourself that deep breath moment, and then you go, rock. Just be you. But if you know that you're not going to be able to pull yourself out of that, then you certainly don't want to go there. Go right into school. Go right into the workplace. Do whatever it is that you know you're going to need to do. All right? You know you. You know you better than anybody. Be honest with yourself and do what's best for yourself. Long term, short term, everything. Yeah, we got to keep the family happy. They're the ones that are putting a roof over your head and probably the ones that are paying for your education. But you still have to make sure you're good. Okay, especially after this year. This year has been tough. It's been hard on everyone. And, if I had the opportunity, I would take a break. Oh, wait, I am a teacher, and I do have a break. And I'm going to take advantage of it. Totally. I'm going to shut down. I'll still wash the dishes, and I'll still pay the bills. I'll still do the things I have to do, because things fall apart if I don't. But I don't have to think about school. I don't have to think about grading papers. I don't have to think about all of that stuff that makes me, drives me out of bed every morning. I can sleep in. I can relax. That's what I need. That's what my body needs. So I'm going to do that. I have that opportunity. Do you? Can you create that opportunity? All right? It's all up to you. It really is. I know it seems like everyone's telling you exactly what you need to do, but it's up to you. Ultimately, it's up to you. If you know you have to get out of the house, find some roommates. Do it. Find 3 or 4 or 10 other people and say, let's get a place. I don't care where. We're going to move to, Satakoy. Okay. We're going to move to Santa Clarita. All right, let's go. And maybe you just need that distance. You need a fresh start. Whatever it is. So do what's right for you. And then also think about how it's going to affect your family. All right. Hey, thanks for hanging with me tonight. I hope you got a lot out of it. I'm sure Inger, our shield maiden, lived up to her name. She totally rocked the first boss. There are only 4 more bosses to go. And we learned a lot about her limits when it comes to skeletons. And we'll have another episode on Saturday evening. So if you're enjoying this, come on back. It'll be on Twitch, 7 p.m. Pacific, and it will be on YouTube that night. All right. Have a